podcast title, Planning a Trip. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Learning English with Hal, the podcast where we help you learn English through everyday conversations. I'm your host, Hal, and today we're going to talk about something super exciting, planning a trip. Whether you're traveling for a vacation, to visit family, or even for business, planning a trip is always an important step. So today, I'll walk you through some simple tips and phrases you can use when you're getting ready for your next adventure. Ready? Let's get started. When you're planning a trip, the first thing you should think about is your destination. Where do you want to go? Maybe you've always dreamed of visiting a big city like New York or a beautiful place like Bali, or maybe you're just planning a weekend getaway to a nearby town. Whatever it is, having a clear destination in mind is your first step. Next, let's talk about transportation. How are you going to get there? You might travel by plane, train, bus, or even drive yourself. If you're flying, you'll need to book a flight. Here's a useful phrase you can use. I'd like to book a flight to destination. You can also ask about flight times or prices by saying, what time does the flight leave? Or, how much is a ticket to destination? If you're driving, don't forget to check how long the trip will take and if there are any tolls or places to stop along the way. You can ask, how long is the drive to destination? Or, are there any good places to stop on the way? Now let's move on to accommodation, where you'll stay during your trip. You might stay in a hotel, a hostel, or even rent an apartment. When booking a place to stay, here's a common phrase. I'd like to reserve a room from date to date. You can also ask, do you have any rooms available? Or what's included with the room? After you've sorted out where you're going, how you're getting there, and where you're staying, it's time to plan your activities. This part is all about what you want to see or do during your trip. You might want to visit museums, go hiking, or try local food. You could ask a local or a guide, what are the best things to do around here? Or can you recommend a good restaurant? Finally, don't forget to pack. Make sure you pack according to the weather and the activities you'll be doing. A good question to ask yourself is, what's the weather like at my destination? And remember to pack your important documents, like your passport if you're traveling internationally. So there you have it. We've covered the basics of planning a trip. Choosing a destination, booking transportation, finding accommodation, planning activities, and packing. Remember, planning ahead makes your trip easier and more enjoyable. Thanks so much for tuning in today. I hope you found this episode helpful and that you feel more confident planning your next trip in English. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to reach out. Don't forget to subscribe to Learning English with Hal for more episodes like this one. Safe travels, everyone. Until next time, goodbye.